All right, guys, we're going to do something just a little bit different for this week. Usually, in these videos, we tell you what we did last week, what we screwed up, and how you can avoid it. Now, I'm not telling you we didn't make any mistakes last week, so don't get that twisted, all right? I'm just saying that we got a little trip coming up, right? And there's specifically something we bought for this trip that we want to show you guys, talk a little bit about, and then talk a little bit about the trip on this week's Tuesday Morning Tech Tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. Now, we've been spending a lot of time with this guy, and I absolutely love working on it. I love driving it, which is actually kind of different for me because I seem to be one of those guys that enjoys working on stuff more than I enjoy driving it. Well, maybe I've just been working on the wrong stuff up till now. That's actually a solid possibility. But all that aside, this video has nothing to do with the OBS at all. Because, well, we're not taking this one on a trip yet. That'll be coming up, and that's what we're working towards. I just kind of like the way it looks. But the next trip we're going on is actually coming up real soon, and it's on this guy right here. My 2019 Road Glide Special. You guys have seen it. We rode to Sturgis. We went down to Daytona. This thing's been all over the place. Absolutely love this motorcycle. There's not a whole lot I want to change, guys. It's kind of funny because usually people just keep, especially with Harleys, right? They're always changing something. I got a couple things I got to fix because, well, I decided to do a burnout in a parking lot and it went terribly awry. So there's a couple scuffs I got to take care of, but we're going to worry about that after this trip because that just seems like, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to mess with it, and I don't care that much, guys. This is one I'd much rather be riding than working on. So that's what we're going to do after we take care of a couple of things just to make sure, general maintenance, right? Fluids, tire pressure, all that kind of stuff. Make sure your lights work, all the stuff you should be doing anyways. And I want to bring you guys along on the ride. So I need to add something. I'm going to tell you guys something right off the bat. I didn't do a whole lot of foresight with a little bit of this video. I use my phone to record pretty much everything. Now, I do have a GoPro that somebody found and gave to me, which that's my kind of stuff right there. I don't like paying for stuff if I ain't got it, right? I mean, if you guys learned anything from this channel, that would be probably number one. And I'm really glad I didn't buy this thing because the batteries last about 35 to 37 seconds. Right before the battery dies, it usually overheats. And the files are so big. Like when the kid was up at school and I was sending everything to him like online, I forget what program we used, but it took forever to send those videos. And honestly, guys, the quality wasn't much better than my phone does. So I just went back to using the phone. I've been using it ever since. A lot of guys I know do this. I know guys, Country Boy Gas Garage, little thing right there for Jason. That's all he uses. He edits on his phone. He does everything. The guy is pretty incredible. So are his videos. So go check him out. But yeah, so I figure if he's doing it and he's doing a lot better than I am, not a big deal for me to do it as well. I've used it, well, on rides is usually when I would use a GoPro. I had a little thing that kind of goes right here on my full face, and that's what you guys have seen. Anytime I'm taking you on a ride, that's what you've seen. Until we went to Sturgis. Old Wade let me borrow the thing that goes on his handlebars, and it was universal for like any phone, and it held it okay. And I did a couple videos, I think, on Iron Mountain Road and a couple others where I used it. And it started to shimmy a little bit when I got up there and speed a little, but I figured let's do better, right? So on my phone that I'm looking at right now, I have a Rokform case, which I honestly bought because it just takes a beating, right? And it's magnetic, so that's kind of, you know, I can put it places. Well, now we used it. Some videos I used a magnet just to hold it there, something like that. It all works great. They ain't giving them away, guys. I think I paid $65 for this thing or something. And now, the way I treat my phone, if I didn't have this case on it, it would be no more, right? This case is awesome. It's tough. They're in business for a reason, guys. They do great. I'm not sponsored by them any stretch, and the amount of money I just paid for this mount will tell you I ain't sponsored by them. If they want to, that'd be awesome, because I'm actually about to buy another phone, and well, if I don't have to buy the case, that'd be awesome. But all that aside, this is what I ordered. I got it. You know, FedEx showed up today. Quick shipping. I think it took like 2 days. It was super, super fast, guys. And I ordered the Rokform Pro Series because, you know, obviously I'm a professional motorcycle perch phone mount. That's what this is. Now, I specifically wanted this one because, look right here, it's got these bolts that go in like onto your controls, like your levers for your brake or your clutch, right? Whatever side you want to put it on. And that was important to me because I don't like having accessories on the bike. I'm not that guy by any stretch. I put my phone away, I put music on, and I forget about it, right? I don't even care, text, I don't have anything in my helmet. I ride a motorcycle to forget about people, not so people can get in touch with me. Okay, that's how I started riding. That's how I'll continue to ride. That's just it. All right. So when I'm not recording, I don't want this thing on the motorcycle. So if I have the one that like clips on around the bars, it will leave a mark and it will drive me crazy. So we went with this guy. Number one, Rokform, everything they send, their packaging is incredible. Look, guys, this is. Well, there you go. That's whatever. But here, it's actually. Can you hear it? It's magnetic. I don't think that's necessary. So maybe if we spent a little bit less money on the packaging, we wouldn't have spent like $100 and something for this thing. But I don't know. I know companies get graded on that kind of stuff too. It's crazy. You got idiots like me on the internet talking about, oh, their packaging was not good enough. I don't care. Is the product good? That's what I care about. So this is easier to get in. A lot of times you got to fight packaging nowadays, you know. There's everything you need. It even comes with the tool to put it together. Here's the mount. You got standard and millimetric here, depending on what kind of motorcycle you put it on. And apparently we got a little tethering, you know, shameless branding. I know my buddy John, you guys have met John before. He uses this, he keeps it on his phone because I guess it's saved him from dropping it or something. So that just makes sense as well. Let's see what we got here. Let's wrestle this bad dog out. I don't know how. Let's take this thing out of there. It's really in there, guys. Oh, shit. Are you serious, man? Whoa, hey. They do not want this thing coming out of here easily. Got it. All right, we nailed it. We nailed it. So, I need this guy as well, I think. Loosen that up a little bit. So this is what we're looking at. It goes up. Now you can mount it, I guess, here, and it clicks in. It's got that little locking. Which way? No, this way. It's backwards for me, guys. So, and that coincides with stuff on the back of my phone that I'll show you here in a minute. And so you can put it this way. You can put it this way and flip it around. So, and that's what we're going to do. Let's loosen this up a little bit more. I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, we nailed it. There we go. Because we're going to try and get a little height on this bad dog. And that's it. That's what we're doing. That was hard to do, guys. So we're going to mount it on like this, right? And it'll sit high like that. So look out this way and see what, you know, what we're doing. Because that's the whole reason you're going to be watching. I hope. You see on the back of these bolts here, there's little spacers. Because you want to put that right in here. So when you put it in there, you know, everything sits flush. So I'm gonna put this on the bike and show you guys what we're looking at, and you can judge for yourself. No kidding, less than 5 minutes, it's installed. Didn't even get mad once. What I did was I loosened both these bolts up off the control, pulled this one out, put this thing on with the new one in here, right? As you can see, right here, you got that little spacer and a bushing or a rubber washer, whatever you want to call that. So that'll hold it in place. I had this kind of kicked off to the side, pulled the bottom one out, slid this in place, boom, easy day, snugged everything down good. Where's it going? Nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. He's going nowhere. Where you going? Nowhere.
And there you have it. Everything you need comes in this little kit right here. Here's the old ones I took out. Obviously, these were standard. And you see they're a little bit shorter than the new ones because that's, you know, probably about this much shorter. And I'm sure you noticed, labeled SAE. And of course, for the other guys, millimetric. So it's installed. Now, how am I going to show you how it works? Don't worry, guys. I already thought this through. I took my case off, all right? So, get it lined up here. All right, doesn't look, there's a magnet. This right here, this little guy right there is a magnet, and there's one right there. So you got to fight it a little bit. But, you know, that's all right. Clicks in. Look at this. There you go there. And you can even do it sideways. Now, obviously that way blocks some of your mirror, but, you know, be, ever on the side of safety is what I'm saying, guys. So there you have it, and all you gotta do, loosen this up. This will spin around, and you can have it down here if you wanted it to, you know, your phone to kind of sit like that would probably be where it's at, which I want nothing to do with. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you have it, Rokform. They got it hooked up. Please sponsor me. Now I know you guys are thinking, right? And the picture shows it on this side, right? And it would make more sense because when you're riding, okay, here's your throttle. You can do some things with this hand, go down the highway, so you can mess with it, right? That is not why I bought this. And I'm going to be honest with you, if that's why you're buying it, rethink some things. All right, guys? There's no reason to be riding your motorcycle down the road messing with your phone. There's no reason to be driving your car down the road messing with your phone. You see where I'm going. This is things we already know, but yet we still do. That is not the point of this. The point of this is I'm going to put it on, hit record, and ride, and then share it with you guys. That's my point. So I can hit record, go, and then when I stop. Real simple. I already said I usually have it in that thing on the side there, which is where my USB connection is too. So it's also, if I need to, you know, probably charge it as I'm recording because recording takes a lot of battery. So I can have the cord come up right there, plug into the phone, good to go, rather than going across my bars and wrapping. I've seen people do that. I disagree with that as well. If nothing else, it just looks sloppy. But that's why I bought this. And then now, I can't show you the phone. Well, you saw the, if I put it on the other side, it's just going to record my mirror the entire time because of where the phone's, you know, where the camera is on the phone. So that's why I mounted it where I did. That's why I bought the product that I bought. The only thing I wish I could change a little bit, and I don't think that I can, is I'll show you the pictures of like the projected view. It's going to be off to my right. So it won't be straight down the road, which is a good thing about having one mounted on my helmet because you're usually turning your head to where you're going. You should be anyway, kind of at least looking. So you get a little bit better, better view of that. So maybe, well, I will charge up the batteries on the GoPro, bring them out, and maybe give you guys a good minute and a half of video that way before the freaking battery dies. No, seriously, we'll probably do that. Now, everybody's like, that's a great story, Chaz. You showed us what you're doing, how you're going to do it, and where are you going? Who's going with you? Well, at first, me and old Wade are jumping on the bikes and we're shooting down south, right? We're looking at a few. Now, guys, old Wade is the road captain for a reason. This man is like a walking, talking map, okay? He knows what's going on. He knows where everything's at. I've been driving. Just last week, I was driving in West Virginia. I was like, I bet old Wade knows a better way to do this than I do. And I had the GPS, all that stuff. Megan's messing with hers. I get home. I talked to old Wade. He just stopped by yesterday. And he's like, oh, well, you should have done this. Going up to here, 270 to 211. The guy, he's good. He's good. That's just what he does. So he's got it all mapped out. We're heading south down towards like Leechburg, Virginia. Believe there's a D-Day monument down there. We're going to check that out. Through the Smoky Mountains. See there's still some things closed there, guys, from that, the terrible hurricanes and all that stuff last year. He knows what's open, what's closed, so we'll go through there and navigate as we can. And then Maggie Valley, because if you're down in that area and you're on a motorcycle and you don't go to Maggie Valley, why are you on a motorcycle, guy? And then if any of you guys are familiar with the area at all, I know too, babe, right now, sitting there like, I know what this dude's doing. The Tail of the Dragon's right there, right? What's it, 314 curves and X amount? No, it's 11, I don't know. I'll put a thing up here of what it all is. But it's a lot of precision riding type things. There's some guys down there doing some stupid shit, so hopefully by hitting it during the week, and later in the season, we lessen that, because I don't want to deal with those guys. But I've been hearing this for years, guys. Since I was on Crotch Rockets 100 years ago, you got to ride the Tail of the Dragon. I went to do it before with my buddy Joe and Sonny. We were going to meet up there, and storms came through, and we ended up not going. And I wanted to go last year. I think it was last year. Kevin and old Wade went down there with our other buddy J50, and they all went together, and I was not able to make it. So this time, me and old Wade are shooting down there, and then we got some guys. You guys have met Elder and Dave. They're shooting down there the next day. You haven't met Jason, not the one Jason you do know, but another Jason. And then Joe and Jeff are coming down late. It's going to be a bunch of guys from the club that can make it. Guys, scheduling's a thing, and this is what happens when you let the retired guy make the plans. Because every day's a Saturday to that guy. So he just said, hey, we're going here. And everybody's like, work. So everybody that can make it's going to make it. And have a great time. We got a cabin we're going to rent. This whole thing, guys, it's going to be dope. So follow next week, because next week, well, actually not next week, this week, it's Tuesday for you. So Friday, we're going to see how good this Rokform mount works, how much recording we can get done, check out some of this beautiful countryside, and spend some time with some good friends on the road, guys. It doesn't get much better than that. So make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching, guys.
You want to see all that shit?
They ain't giving this away, I'll tell you that.
How much was that?
$100.